Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, oh man, do we have something to talk about. Today, we're going to be checking out the brand new 2021 line of guitars and amps and everything encompassing Fender. Let's get into it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube. And oh man, I am so excited to be able to give my thoughts and my opinions on what Fender has to offer us. Real quick, I just have to say a huge thank you to everybody who's tuning into these reactions and these commentaries of all the product lines from all the different, big companies that are coming out here in 2021. I appreciate you showing up and just hanging out and allowing this channel to grow. It seems like we're getting a lot of positive feedback, and I really appreciate you guys for just, wanting to hang out with me, so it means a lot. And lastly, I'll say if you're brand new to my channel or you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, be sure to do that and let me know your thoughts on everything Fender. And yeah, man, we're going to be discussing all that right now, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I have the website right in front of me here on my MacBook, and we're just going to be going through all the products and just talking about them, all right? So first off, right off the bat, we have a 75th Anniversary Commemorative Stratocaster, Telecaster, and Jazz bass. So Fender's now turning 75 years old, I guess now, so let's see what they have to offer for the commemoration. Leo Fender created Fender. Okay. So right off the bat, this kind of reminds me of like the 50th anniversary guitar that came out in 2004. Not that that's a bad thing, but is there anything here that's going on that stands out to me? Okay, that emblem's pretty cool. This like quarter looking thing, that's pretty sick. Locking tuners, and looks like we have like some pearl buttons. All right, that's pretty classy looking. Looks like we have an ash body as well. So I mean, that's kind of unique because Fender has been saying like ash is kind of going away, and they're sticking to more, I guess, different woods like alder and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a nice guitar, man. Very classy. Let's see if anything's going on here. Bourbon burst, 60s pickups, gold hardware, 2-point tremolo, deep C profile. All right, so for me, this just feels like, I don't know, when you think of like a commemorative Strat, this is kind of what you would expect. Like I said, it reminds me of the 50th anniversary, so no real, like, nothing really jumping out to me is basically what I'm trying to say. Then we also have the Telly. I don't really like Tellys. I'm a Strat guy at heart. I love Strats to death, man. So, yeah, it's okay. It's an okay guitar, just run of the mill. We also have the 75th anniversary Strat Telly Jazz bass and P bass, and presumably made in Mexico, because the prices are cut in half. I actually like this finish a little bit more. Anything silver and metallic is, my favorite. I love silver burst. You guys know that. I've said that only a million times here on the channel. But yeah, man, this thing's solid. So far, nothing really that stands out to me. These 75th anniversaries are certainly going to be like collectors, but is it anything I would personally want to buy? Probably not, honestly. All right, American Ultra Luxe Stratocaster. Now, right off the bat, I have to say, I saw this news last night, so this isn't an honest reaction, but when I saw what I'm about to tell you guys, last night, I was sitting down watching TV and I read it, and I looked like the dude, what's that guy's name from the WWE? Vince McMahon. I look like Vince McMahon, and I like threw myself on the ground. And yeah, man, I was so excited to see what they're offering for 2021. And the main selling point with the American Ultra Luxe Stratocaster is, in fact, medium jumbo stainless steel frets. Stainless steel frets on a Strat has been something that everybody has been wanting for as long as I've been playing guitar and as long as I've been in this hobby and this passion, man. So when I saw that, I was just like, oh no, my poor wallet. But I don't know if I'm going to be pulling the trigger on any of these Ultra Luxe Stratocasters, but man, stainless steel frets, it's pretty wild. Not only does it have stainless steel frets, but it also has, some modern appointments, like a compound fretboard radius 10 to 14. That's pretty cool. 14's not too flat, so I kind of like that. These finishes, though, gotta be honest, not too excited about the two-tone sunburst. I would have liked a 3-tone, I guess, maybe if I'm being picky. And this plasma red, kind of like a cherry burst to me. It's okay. I don't know. I'll be honest. I wish it was something like maybe like a Daphne blue or something like that, or a seafoam green. But again, not bad, not bad. The fact that they're offering stainless steel frets, that's awesome. Just checking out more of the specs here. An augmented D neck, and I don't know what augmented means in relation to the neck. I mean, augmented means like raised, sharpened, you know, better. So who knows what that means, right? Noiseless pickups, and we have a heel cut here, and we have a painted black headstock. I kind of don't like the painted headstock. I wish it was kind of a natural looking wood. But I mean, it makes it stand out for sure. You know what I mean? Okay, this is where I had my reaction last night on the couch, where I like threw myself on the ground. So we have the American Ultra Luxe Stratocaster Floyd Rose HSS, right? Okay, when I saw this, I was like, this is sick. This looks like the Richie Sambora Strat or the Tom Morello Soul Power Strat. But as soon as I was like, you know what, I might buy this, but let's see what other colors they're gonna have. Of course, it's silver burst. They have to do this to me. They have to do this to me. Well, you know what I mean? They have to get me. They have to want me to buy this thing, right? Ah, man, this is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous guitar. Now, is it perfect for me? No. I wish I had an ebony board, but the maple board makes it look kind of stand out even more. Makes it kind of look like Batman to me, this color scheme. But man, the only thing I wish it didn't have, right here, a floating Floyd Rose. I don't like Floyd Roses. I don't like whammies. I don't like trems, whatever you want to call them. I would have been okay with it if it was just a top mounted, but the fact that it's floating, I know if I buy this thing, it would solely be for the color scheme, and I would fight it more than I would play it. Floyds, to me, man, they're just such a pain. I know people say it's all about how you set it up, and you know you got to mess with them, and there's tricks. I understand, totally understand, but for me, it just doesn't vibe with me. And yeah, man, it's so beautiful, and it's like a perfect strat, a strat that I've always wanted, a silver burst strat with stainless steel frets, but it's got a floating tremolo system. Doesn't mean I won't buy it. I might buy it eventually. You know, I just have to save up the pennies and stuff. But man, 10 to 14 compound radius, HSS, stainless steel frets, maple board. Oh man. Of course, like I said, of course it's silver burst. It couldn't be like something ugly that I wouldn't like. Of course it has to be my favorite color scheme of all time, right? I don't know if I'm ever gonna buy that and pull the trigger. Probably, maybe one day. I don't know. But whew, Fender's killing it, man. I think what's cool, real quick, before I talk about this telly, I think what's cool what Fender's doing here is like everybody's making Strat copies, and they're, you know, there's brands out there that are making guitars that look exactly like Strats, and they have modern appointments, stainless steel frets, compound fretboard radiuses, etc., right? What I think is cool about this American Ultra Luxe series is Fender's like, oh yeah, you want to take our shape and you want to make it modern? Well, boom, here's everything that we could do just as good. And guess what? It says Fender on the headstock. I think that's a huge statement, and I think that's a big, you know, one of these to the rest of everybody making Strat and Telly copies, man. I think that's really cool. You know, nothing against anybody who makes those guitars. They're amazing. But the fact that Fender's finally like, all right, you know, watch this. I think this is really cool, man. So anyway, that's just my kind of little personal tangent on this. You know, next we have American Ultra Luxe Telly. Again, floating Floyd. This is a cool scheme. This kind of looks like a David Gilmour Telecaster. Not bad. Yeah, just kind of everything is the same in terms of you know, the Strat. It appears we have a the custom double tap humbucking pickups. Advanced wiring options provide endless tonal possibilities without hum. So it appears maybe we have like a push pull pod or something, or is it just a volume 3? Okay, there's a button there. It looks like. Let me check out the wiring here. Ultra double tap humbucking pickups. Double tap pickups offer full rich humbucking tones and can be split using the S1 switch to activate double tap technology, providing hot single coil sounds for dynamic and versatile Fender tone. Yeah, so this thing's pretty sick, man. I honestly think I might like it just as much as the Strat because it actually looks like it has some white binding. Yeah, the white binding just makes it look so classy, right? But again, that's just the one thing that's just bothering me with it. All right, up next we have a Ben Gibbard Mustang. I don't know who Ben Gibbard is. Kind of like a very minimalistic, kind of plain looking Mustang there. We also have a Chrissie Hynde telly. Chrissie Hynde from the Pretenders. That's cool. My dad loved the Pretenders. So that's pretty neat. I don't really feel like checking it out, though. It's not really my cup of tea, my cup of style of music, I guess. Joe Strummer Campfire. Joe Strummer from The Clash? Yeah. Oh. Not sure why he has a Campfire guitar. Kind of like a smaller guitar. Yeah, Joe Strummer from The Clash. That's pretty cool, man. I never really saw him with a small guitar back in the day. He always played kind of like a telly. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of wild. Jason Isabel custom telly. I don't know who that is. Alright, Noventa. I've seen these last night as well. These are cool. This Noventa Strat is probably my favorite thing offered because it's a hardtail and it's got Daphne Blue and Surf Green. I love those colors, man. For any of you who saw my top 10 favorite guitar finishes, Daphne Blue and Seafoam / Surf Green was on that list, and this is cool, man. You know, we got some P90s, it appears. I'm assuming those are P90s, right? We have a hardtail bridge, 21 frets, not the end of the world. I'm not too much of a lead player, so I don't really need 22 frets. It'd be nice, I guess, but, you know, whatever, right? Made in Mexico. Yeah, these are cool, man. This is definitely my favorite thing that's being offered this year from Fender. Hardtail, no nonsense, master tone, master volume, 3-way, pretty wild, right? This is cool. Hardtail strats, hell yeah. We also have a Noventa Telecaster. I don't know how I feel about this. It comes in 3 different finishes: Fiesta Red, 2-color Sunburst, and Vintage Blonde. It's very minimalistic and it's cool for that, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It feels like it's just missing something. I'm not sure exactly what that something is, but I feel like the Strat is much more flamboyant and much more like in your face, and the Telly is much more minimalistic. And maybe that's on purpose. I mean, obviously, but I don't know how I feel about it. It's okay. You know, one pickup's always a pretty cool statement. Like, hey, I don't need anything else. So that's pretty wild, right? And then the last one of the Noventa series, I believe, is the Jazzmaster. Now this one has 3 P90s. So you got 1, 2, and 3. Pretty cool. I wish it was a hardtail, but I know people love Jazzmasters, and I love the Surf Green option. The Fiesta Red, it's okay. Kind of looks like Jack White's guitar. And Walnut. Walnut's very old school, like 70s looking for me. I would go with Surf Green for sure. But out of the Noventa series, definitely the hardtail Strat is something I would be interested in playing. And then lastly, with the guitars, we got some cool Squier guitars. Now it's kind of, I don't want to say it sucks, but one thing that's interesting is I think I like the Squiers better than the Fenders. If it wasn't for that Silver Burst Floyd and the Noventa Strat, I think the Squiers would kill it and knock it out of the park. For example, we got this Contemporary Strat Special HT hardtail, and what's cool about these is they have roasted maple necks, man. Roasted maple necks on a Squier for just a little over $4. That's pretty cool, man. And it's a hardtail, and it's got 22 frets. So for me, it'd be like, why can't we do this with a Fender? I know it's just a brand name, and they're kind of, you know, doesn't really matter too much, I guess. But man, this is so cool. This is such a mod platform. This is such a unique thing with the slanted pickups and, you know, the crazy, like, I don't know, wiring options you have with these where, like, I think you can, like, run them all together. Let me see here. Yeah, look at this right here. 5 positions. You got bridge, middle, neck. So middle neck is kind of like just a regular humbucker, presumably. And then you also have bridge, middle, neck, and then neck. So you have so many different options with these things. And like I said, just a little over $400. This is awesome. You have Sunset Metallic, and you also have Pearl White. I love the Pearl White. I think the Pearl White is gorgeous, man. This is a really, really cool guitar. You got the access joint here, roasted maple neck, hardtail. This is cool, man. So like I said, the Squiers, in my opinion, may in fact be cooler than the actual Fenders. So we also have some Strats here with some whammies. This one right here, gunmetal metallic, is pretty cool. What kind of fretboard do we have here? Squier SQR atomic humbucking pickups, 5-way switch, coil tap. Okay, roasted maple neck. What fretboard is this? Oh, roasted maple. So the fretboard is roasted maple as well. Dude, this is sick, man. For under $450, Squier, you're killing it, man. Squier, you did it in 2021, dude. You did it. This is awesome. I'm so happy. The next two I want to talk about is this contemporary Telly with a roasted maple neck and fretboard with a hot rail, presumably. Yeah. Oh, man, these are so cool. Like I said, man, that Squier stuff is way cooler. Got a gunmetal metallic, pearl white, and shoreline gold. I think the pearl white's definitely the best. Shoreline gold's a little bougie for me, and the gunmetal metallic looks a little too army drab green for me, just based on these pictures. Not that that's a bad thing, but yeah, pearl white is definitely my favorite. So, Squier, you killed it, man. And then lastly, I want to talk about this hardtail Jaguar. That finish is cool, man. Looks like mint ice cream or something to me. Skyburst metallic. That's wild, dude. Roasted maple neck, Indian laurel, 22 frets, hardtail Jaguar. This is cool, man. We got that, and then we also have another shoreline gold. Again, very bougie. A bit much for me, but man, Squier, you did it. So all in all, everybody, what do we think of the Fender / Squier line? It's awesome. I think it's going to be the most talked about as of right now, as of this filming, until maybe another brand comes out with something maybe even wilder. But honestly, man, Fender with roasted maple, or excuse me, Fender with the stainless steel frets, and then Squier with the roasted maple necks and fretboards. That's awesome, man. Fender, Squier, doing big things, turning their company, which is extremely iconic and traditional, and making it modern. That is awesome. That is something that we as Fender fans have been wanting for quite some time. They finally listened and they knocked it out of the park. I am so excited for Fender's line in 2021. So everybody, what are your thoughts on all things Fender and Squier? Leave all your thoughts down below. I've ranted and raved about everything that they have to offer. You guys know how much I love these, and I'm really excited, man. Fender just came out with a big statement, and yeah, man, I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say about all these guitars, all right? So that's going to do it for this video. Again, if you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much. If you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. I'm out of here. A huge shout out to all my patrons and everybody watching at home. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.